back, and today I'm here to share a very interesting list with you all because today, I will be doing a very quick breakdown of all the best British, in this case UK, in my personal opinion, gay movies that I will highly recommend you all to go ahead, go watch, and also to go and support. I do feel like some of them are very well known, some of them are super, hyper, mega underrated. So today we will be doing a very quick breakdown. So let's get right into it. Start off with My Policeman. It is a tragic love triangle exploring repression, jealousy, and the consequences of hidden life. Marian, a school teacher, falls in love with Tom, a handsome policeman, shortly after Tom introduces her to Patrick, a museum curator. Tom and Patrick begins a passionate secret affair because at that time it was a crime to like the same, in this case, sex. In 1950s Britain, Tom chooses to safety of a life and marries Marian. The movie is on Prime Video and was released in 2022. And let me tell you, this movie was very well received by the public. A lot of people enjoyed it, especially because, they had such an amazing and very well known cast. So if you guys haven't watched it, you are 100% missing out on it. And then moving forward, we have Benediction. The movie was released in 2021. It's a biographical drama film. The movie depicts Sasana's turbulent affair with prominent socialists and artists, most notable the songwriter Yvonne and the Astrid Stefan after failed relationships with men. Sassoon's attempts to find peace and social acceptance and gets married to Hester and their convention to the Catholicism. The movie is also available to watch on Prime Video and got unfortunately only a 6 out of a 10 rating, but I still do feel like it's a fair rating. I feel like if that movie would have been released at this time or maybe a couple of years later, like in 2024, 25, its ratings would have been better. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong, but I do feel like still a very good movie, a classic movie that I do feel like will be remembered for all of those who have watched and who have supported it. And it's actually really good in my personal opinion. Then moving forward, we have The Happy Prince. So basically, the movie chronicles the last days of Oscar Wilde after his release from prison. Due to his, lifestyle and what he believes, he wants to be, living in exile and poverty across Europe, a failed and saddened Wilde reflects on his past glory, love affair, especially with the Lord Alfred Douglas, who, or on this case also Bossy, and the social rejection that led to his tragic downfall. The film uses flashbacks and non-linear structure to portray his physical and emotional decline, supported by a few loyal friends. The title allows Wilde's own, children's story, serving a metaphor for his surviving and sacrifice. The movie was released in 2018 and it was very well received. So if you haven't watched it, go watch and support. Then moving forward, we have A Single Man. George is a British literature professor. He's struggling to find meaning to his life following the sudden passing of his partner that was way younger than him, Jim, in a car accident. It's set in 1962 during the Cuban Missile. The story portrays the gay closeted author of that era. George navigates a society that largely ignores or surpasses his identity. He spends the evening with his longtime friend, Charlie, a fellow British expert who is lonely and harbors romantic feelings to him. Yeah, so basically this movie was released in 2009 and it's available to watch on Movie Star and also for rent, depending on your location on other platforms like Apple TV, Prime Video, and others as well. So yes, this one it got judged a lot, but it's also a lot of people like the plot of the movie. And then moving forward, we have Monsoon. It is a 2019 British drama and romance that follows Kit, a young British Vietnamese man who returns to Ho Chi decades after escaping, a child refugee boat during the Vietnamese WAR. He feels like a tourist grappling with an unfamiliar country and basically being unable to speak his native language. His trip initially is a practical mission to represent his mother as her. In this case, he becomes deeply emotional with his journey along. He meets Louis and they begin a romantic relationship that helps Kid open up and reflect on his heritage and basically to make a new sense of this reality, and also to overcome, all his trials and tribulation that he is facing on a personal level. The movie is available to watch on Movie and Apple TV. So that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you guys know any other amazing British, gay movies, please drop it down below in the comments. That will be very helpful. Hope I see you guys again at the next video and goodbye.